Hello, my best bookies. Today I am going to be making a video about some of my favorite female heroines in a story ever. They are such awesome characters. I love them. I will have a video about male characters up at some point within the next few months. Characters are really kind of what makes stories for me. If I don't enjoy the characters, I don't enjoy the story. So they are obviously a major part of my reading experience, and I just wanted to make a videos about some of my favorite heroine characters. So let's get right into it. First off, I wanted to do one that is not a main character, but she is totally in my top 3 favorites on this list. I think she's just such an awesome character, and although she is secondary, she is so awesome, and that is Alice from the Twilight Saga. So this is the 10th anniversary edition, which means there is 2 versions of this book inside. One where the 2 major characters' gender roles are reversed, which I don't really get that or care about that. But I love the original story, and I love the original everything. It's such a cool series, and Atlas just makes it better. She's this fun, quirky, awesome character. She makes everything dark in the story light somehow. She brings comedy into it, and yet she is also brave and strong when her family needs her to be, and she is there and solves all the problems and sees everything before it actually happens. Literally, that's her power in the story. But anyway, she's just this awesome, awesome character. I love her so much. I love her quirkiness, her adorableness, and her strength of mind and will. She's just an awesome goals character. Next, I wanted to talk about Hermione Granger from the Harry Potter series. This is the 5th book, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. I wanted to talk about Hermione as she is a main character, but I wanted to do her earlier in the video because although I love the Harry Potter series so much, I feel like I love it more than less people. I would put so many series before this one, although I do love it. It is by J.K. Rowling, sorry I did not mention that, but although I do love the Harry Potter series, I feel like I love it less than a lot of people do. So I wanted to put Hermione early on this list, but anyway, Hermione is this witty, smart, emotional, beautiful character. She is so strong-willed. She just makes everything better in the story, in my opinion. She is like the glue between Ron and Harry. She is the awesomeness in their entire group of Gryffindor. I don't really love anybody else in Gryffindor from the houses. I love Harry, of course, but Hermione is honestly totally my favorite character. She is so awesome, and she's just a great character, and she adds a lot to the story, which I really appreciate. Next up, we have Kinsey Milhone from the ABC Mysteries by Sue Grafton. Sue Grafton recently passed away. I believe it was December 28th of 2017, and she died of cancer, which is so awful and so sad, and I truly feel bad for the family, but also her readers are all mourning her loss even more heavily than they would have had she just died on a normal basis. But she died before she released the very final book in this series, and she hadn't actually even started writing it. She said she could not find a plot she really enjoyed, and as she had cancer, she didn't have a lot of time for writing. So sadly, she did not get Z is for Zero out before she died, and that is awful, but I love Kinsey Milhone, the main character. Anyway, this is a series of completely different private detective novels, all following Kinsey Milhone. I have read A, B, and C. I am getting to D in March. I just held up F is for Fugitive because I think it's the prettiest one. I own this entire series, basically, because my grandma, for my birthday, she went around and found all the books she could at libraries and stuff, and it was very nice of her. I wanted to give her that honorable mention. But anyway, yes, this is probably my favorite cover. You can actually read them pretty much in any order you want. None of the mysteries have to do with each other, and Kinsey Milhone's personal life is not very involved in this. But anyway, she is this super strong, awesome, really clever main character. There is some steamy romance in this. I totally love her life motto, basically. At the beginning of each book, they kind of explain her a bit like they do in a lot of sequels. And she's just so awesome. She's so cool. I love her so much. Everything she does is calculated and cool, but she's also this heated, romantic, extravagant person, and I love Kinsey for every single part of her feature. I love all her stories. She's such an awesome person and an awesome character. Personally, probably one of my favorite characters ever. Next, we have another side character like Alice, and this is the jacketless edition of Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. My favorite character in this trilogy, this is the second one, and the third one is Queen of Air and Darkness, which has not come out yet. The first one is Lady Midnight, but anyway, Livia has always been my favorite character in the series, and I wanted to hold up this book specifically because something really important happens to Livia in this story, and it absolutely shattered my heart, and I still have not managed to pick up all those pieces, and I can't wait for Queen of Air and Darkness. I really need a great wrap-up to this trilogy because this one shattered me, and I, like I say, have not managed to glue myself back together. Livia is this selfless, humorous, awesome person, and she adds so much to the story. She is the glue, really, between this entire family. Livia is beautiful. She is strong. She is kind-hearted. She is selfless. She is everything I could ever dream of being, and she is awesome on top of that, really. She's just such a great character, and I really am about to cry right now because it was so, what Cassandra Clare did to her. But anyway, Livia is awesome, and I really recommend this series and all the Shadowhunters Chronicles. I actually have the entire Mortal Instruments series right here and the entire Infernal Devices right here. I totally recommend all of the Chronicles. They're so awesome, so well written. Cassandra Clare truly is one of my favorite writers, and Livia is one of my favorite characters and always will be. Next up, we have Alina Starkov from the Grishaverse trilogy. This is the final book in the series, Ruin and Rising. I don't actually have the first two, but those are Shadow and Bone and Siege and Storm. They are an awesome trilogy. This is absolutely my favorite trilogy of all time. You very rarely hear me say that about any novel, but I will repeat this as many times as you guys would like, because this is the best trilogy I have ever read. Leigh Bardugo's writing style is awesome. It is fluent. It works with the story well. The world it takes place in is awesome, and Alina is an amazing character. She is strong, and she is fierceful. She's also fearful, and she is this regular person that has the weight of the world on her shoulders, and it's such a crazy story. The fantastical elements in this novel are amazing. I just finished this one, and the ending was an awesome wrap-up to an amazing trilogy. I loved the ending. I really thought it worked well for the characters and with the characters. Alina, like I say, is this beautiful woman. She is so great. She is everything I really dream of being in life, and she is just this awesome character, and anybody who has not read this series needs to get to it as soon as they can, because Alina makes the world amazing. Next, we have Roar by Cora Carmack, the first book in the Stormheart trilogy. So the second one has not come out yet, but that will be Rage, and that is coming out June 5th. Aurora, the main character in this novel, is the character I am talking about. She is so strong, and she is so clear on what she wants to be in life, but she doesn't know how to get there, which I totally feel like sometimes. I totally understand that, and I really related to her throughout this novel. She has, like I said in the last book, the weight of the world on her shoulders, and she has no way to carry that weight. If you guys have read this book, you know what I mean. But it's this awesome novel. She is so adventurous, she's so brave and courageous, she's really so selfless for her kingdom, but she is also doing this all for herself, which I really admire. Even though it is kind of selfish in a way, it's also so selfless, and it's also so awesome. Like, you go, Aurora, you do that. You deserve this. And it's just, she's so awesome. I really loved her. I felt we didn't get to know her incredibly a lot for some reason. I felt like Cora Carmack's writing style in this one kind of left the characters a bit open to be what they wanted to be like in any of the books. So I almost feel like I don't know Aurora, which kind of intrigues me more, which is really cool. She's this awesome character, awesome heroine, and I can't wait to see what she does in the next novel. Finally on the list, the last one is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. The main character in this book is Scarlet Dragna, and she is amazing. I have never related to a character at the level of which I related to Scarlet. She is this totally terrified, awesome girl. She is brave, and she is clever and cunning and smart. However, she is inexperienced, and she is unknowledgeable, and she is in need of help, and she is alright with that, and she is amazing. I can't wait for the sequel to this one. Sadly, that one will not involve her as much as this one did, because it's told from her sister's perspective, but that's okay, because Scarlet really just made this book amazing. She is awesome, and like I say, I've never related to a character on a higher level than I did with Scarlet, which is so rare and cool that I get to say. This is just an awesome novel. I totally recommend it. Scarlett, like I said, is so relatable, and I think pretty much anybody can relate to her somehow. I don't know how Stephanie Garber managed to do that, but she really did, and I really love her for it. This is just an awesome novel, and I can't wait for the sequel, which will make an awesome duology. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for, dealing with my setup. And I wanted to say you can now find me on Instagram at Alex's Reads and Reviews. Please find me on there. I will be posting about my videos. I'll be posting about which books I am currently reading. I already have one post up, and I have many more to come. I really hope you guys enjoy this channel. I hope you enjoy my Instagram. You can find all my reviews on Goodreads, all of which I will link below. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed my channel so far, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.